Hey, Decathlon Gamer, welcome back to Tour de France 2023, episode number 3. This is the last one in that chain of most important to the algorithm. So one more time, I'm going to ask here for you to drop below, click that like button, and leave that comment to help with the algorithm. The PCM series is blowing up. It's doing amazingly well. This one is actually doing quite well, better than any of the previous Tour de France videos that I had put out in the past. The PC version of this game, the port compared to the console version, came with a lot of flaws. I've encountered one flaw so far, but it's not been major. It's not game breaking. I'm fixing it, but I keep having to reset my settings every time I get into the game. But other than that, things are going well so far. And the Tour de France in the Tour de France game is now behind us for the 2023 season. We, of course, did not have an invite. We'll get there eventually. But for this one, it's Pogacar who has come away the victor, having won 3 stages along the way. 3-stage wins for him. Evenepoel has picked up a stage win and held the yellow jersey for a few stages. Danny Martinez held it for just a single stage, did later on win a stage himself. And Viermos, who won the not time trial, who won the opening punchy stage, held the jersey for the first 4 stages. On the podium behind Pogacar with Jonas Vingegaard, and then Remco Evenepoel hangs on for a podium spot. Great spot for him to be in, as he is a young rider growing and developing into a GC contender. Enric Mas, Jai Hindley, Roglic, Geraint Thomas, and Martinez were your top 8. KOM, Guillaume Martin. I fixed the database. I fixed him, but it's still there. Anyway, that's another thing that didn't hold. Jasper Philipsen has won the points classification, the green jersey. Young rider. Pogacar still qualified for that one. And Jumbo-Visma crushing the team classification. Combativity, the rider spending the most time in the break, was Simon. Huge increase for Pogacar, 130 points earned. 943 now on the season. We remain at 36, of course, not having participated. Still in the top 100, but the team won. This is the one that matters. And Intermarché was the smallest team to pick up some points, and so we remained 24th. AG2R, in the meantime, huge bonus. Last we saw, they were sitting on 40, and we now have a pretty huge gap to Iola Conte. I made it out of the red category and into the orange, meaning I'm not a good rider, but I've gotten better. I've got decent form for this final race of the season. There's a few KOM points, 1 intermediate sprint late in the stage, the sprint at the finish line, and there's cobbles. Oof. We got some things happening. Here. I do have better sprint and acceleration than before. I do have a better hills rating than before. I have better stamina and resistance than before. Is that enough to be a little more competitive in the break? We're still not good enough to compete in the race, but can we compete in the break head to head against just 1 or 2 other riders? We'll find out. Lucky start right near the front of the field is going to make it a lot easier to get in the break today. Trying to sneak through, and here we go. Right from the off, this is our best opportunity to get ahead. I'm going to immediately start to ease off a little bit. And pushing that little extra effort while we use the rest of the red bar. For now, I'm 23 seconds ahead of Peloton. Let's go ahead and save that last little bit. 35 seconds ahead, just the 2 of us. This could be an ideal breakaway scenario. Uncategorized hill here at the early stage of this one. I think it's definitely going to be a harder race than the other 2 we've encountered this season. Ice still pushing on and helping us extend that gap as we sit on the wheel here. He's going to want us to come through and take a turn, I'm sure. Complete puncher, so puncher, that's going to make it really difficult. But minute 44 ahead, it looks like this is it. This is our break. $1.8K from the top of this one. We're going to sit on for the moment. Sitting on now inside 1K. He's a better puncher than we are, so it's going to make it difficult trying to get away. And it's pretty straight from here, other than that there's going to be a right hand and it's sweeping back. But in terms of the elevation change, we're right about 6%. He's already pushing 400 meters. Oof, yeah, full gas and we can't catch him. He's definitely fast. He's definitely fast compared to us. 2.5K to go until the second climb of the day. This one has 2 and 1 point available, so we're going to get a point regardless for this one, but winning it is a different matter. 1.7 away and we're already climbing. We're just prior to the finish line, that is. 5.6 average. There's a steeper section. That could be a good opportunity for us to try to get away as we go inside 1K. Can we break a little early on this one and take him? I'm going to go earlier than last time for sure. Waiting didn't work for us. 700 meters, here we go. And this time he does not respond. It's also cobbled. So we're going to have to ease off. We can't go full gas, but we're through the cobbled section. And we're to the top of the hill, but we can't push much harder. We don't have the red bar for it. We do go over first. Yeah, going earlier definitely worked better for us. 4K to go on the only intermediate sprint of the day. The peloton is just 50 seconds behind us, meaning this is going to be the end of our adventure on this one. 3K to go. 3K to go. That descent did not last as long as I thought it would. A slight hill we got to watch out for. We're only 700 meters ahead of the peloton right now. We're going to have to go sooner rather than later. Sitting on isn't going to go great for us, but he's apparently going at 90 effort right now, so he is pushing pretty hard, but it's not what it looks like. Okay, 1K to go. He's already sprinting. Gotta get in that slipstream a little bit longer and hope. Nope, nope. Now we just got to follow. He's got the intermediate sprint. We don't. Yeah, that's second across the line. For now, just hanging on. We've actually opened the gap back up a bit to 1.5 minutes, but I'm guessing that their sprinters are going to be attacking pretty hard and close that gap again. Not really, actually. We've opened it up to 1:45. 25K and 1:53 is the extent to which we had. The same climb we had previously, we have on our way to the finish. And we are now 48 seconds ahead with 20K to go as they've closed us back down.
There are less than 20 kilometers to go for those
hanging in there much better. Much better than previously, but here comes the peloton, and we're back in the field. 10K banner. I just used up my gel to recover as much energy as I could manage to, and that climb is now, the summit's just 5K away, and you can see the field is pushing on pretty hard. So for the moment, I'm trying to improve my position. Now 3.9K. Ooh, gosh, I got squeezed through there. I was holding left that whole time, all the way to the left, and it looked like I wasn't turning at all. Glad we didn't just turn that into a crash. Left-hander. Left-hander coming up. That was a good opportunity to move forward.
The lead group is onto the Côte de Neuf-le-Château.
Okay, we've definitely started going deeper. Energy's starting to run low, but we are well positioned. I'm going to follow Jorgensen for a moment. Bookman leading the trade, and I am now third wheel from the top. I don't need to go over the top first. This is more about setting ourselves up for a good finish in the overall, but here we go. We're going to hit those cobbles ahead of everybody else with a little bit of an advantage. We're going to use up our red bar, and so here come some others, but look how well placed we are.
At the top of the Côte de Neuf-le-Château.
Right near the front of the standings. We don't pick up any points there. I'm not strong enough. But now, with just 4K to go for the rest of the stage, we're going to use our other gel to get some red bar to handle the sprint. Okay, now our position is now just 22nd. There's 21 riders ahead of me. And we are very much headed towards the finish. Now's a good chance to jump out of that slipstream and move up, follow past the line, if it'll let me. There we go, follow Turgis. Final kilometer. I can't really sprint here, it's slightly uphill. Now I can sprint. There's separation in the field. Out of red bar with the throw. Look at that separation of the field. I wonder if they're going to give a time gap. Time gaps were given. I was 18 seconds down overall, and the bulk of the peloton was 43 seconds down overall. So, interesting result there. K-Web, 3 of us picking up 2 points, but I'm going to wear the jersey as I was the first one to get to 2 points. Points classification overall, we picked up 17 on the stage. Young rider is 4th. Only 3 young riders were in that front group. And I do get the award for combativity after the first stage. Let's get to stage number 2. Stage 2, and thanks to the KOM, I am straight to the front of the field on this one. First one off, already 15 seconds away. Gavazzi has attacked with me. He's just a few seconds behind. 50 seconds ahead of the field already. Intermediate sprint coming up first. We've definitely got some kilometers to cover and a quickly growing advantage. Hopefully gets out to 2 minutes. That's only one rider that I'm going to have to beat head to head, but no 2.1 point opportunities. It's 4, 4, 4, 4, so it's all single point climbs. If we're going to take a couple of those, we're going to have to beat this guy. Now a minute 15 ahead. And just over 2 kilometers from that first intermediate sprint. Doesn't matter first or second over the line, but it's going to be good points for us. Already 3 minutes ahead of the peloton, so they are not going to be a threat for a while yet. We're definitely going to be at the front of the field for a good bit. Okay, now it's time to come over the top, and it looks like we are going to easily get there first. We've got a little downhill from here. And we have escaped. We're going to sit up a little early.
You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done.
All right, max points. Long ways to go until we get to that Cat 4 gap right now. 2.5 minutes, but of course they are chasing for the intermediate sprint. And that's one main reason that that's coming down pretty quick. So we should see that stabilize. Hopefully go back out to 3 minutes. Well, we're already on to the second climb, as I sped things up and was going right along, and I completely missed we were coming up on it. And yeah, he took it without really a contest. But here we are now, just over 1K left on climb number 2 of the day. Let's see if we can get a point this time. Left myself only 3 to challenge. Inside 1K. Not a high percentage, and he's been at the front for a while. It's going to give me an opportunity. And here we go. Oh, he's going too. He's going too, but I am punchier than him. But here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Running out of red bar. Oh, I had to throw. I was out of red bar. He wasn't. He had a little bit left in the tank, and with the throw, wasn't enough. He overtook me. I ran out of red bar 20 meters before the finish line, 30 meters maybe.
It's still able to widen the gap.
Gap was down to about 40 seconds. But it's back out to 2 minutes now. Not focused on GC for this race. I know we're too weak. I know we're not in a terrible spot right now, but we will be. 2K to go on the third climb of the day, and just 50 seconds ahead of the peloton. We might not be ahead at the top of this one. We might not be ahead at the top of the next one. So we've got to try to get 1 point anyway to keep the jersey. In fact, if we don't win this point, if he does, he'll have the jersey. Take it straight off our shoulders, starting the day with no points whatsoever. And I'm looking really weak at this point. It's a good day for being in the break. It's a good day for winning an intermediate sprint, but not a good day for competing in the KOM. I'm about to blow up, and I've blown up.
The breakaway is holding off the peloton, but it's going to be difficult.
That's it. No second points available, so he's got the point. He's got the third point. He's going to take the jersey. 18 seconds. 18 seconds ahead. We're going to get caught here pretty quick. In fact, I think I need to just try to recover a little bit now. No energy. No energy to keep the pace that they're setting. And I go right out the back. And Cavazzi, 8 seconds ahead, gets his 4th KOM point of the day. He gets all 4 of them. And I get dropped. That hurts. That hurts.
Everything will be played out in the
But
final kilometers.
I already knew we were a weak rider. We're a minute off the back, by the way. With 0 blue bar. And that red bar is just about starting to fade away, but we've got a downhill coming. Well, after 2 stages, KOM, we made 0 progress. 2 points behind, though, is all. And the points, we're going to have moved up into a decent position. This was the last of the sprint stages. The last 3 stages are a better opportunity for us. We're so far down in the overall, they shouldn't have any problem with us trying to get in the break. There's still opportunity to do more than just win the combativity. And as we start stage, we start immediately with a category 2 climb, followed by 3 more climbs back to back to back, and then you head towards the finish line. Getting away should be easy. Staying away, being competitive when we are quite weak in the discipline of climbing at the moment is going to be a challenge. This could be a beautiful opportunity. We not only are the first one off the front, but we are the only one off the front right now. Oh, Sepulveda. Sepulveda attacking. Martinez attacking. GC favorite attacking. That's not good for me. And they're coming at me pretty fast. I'm a minute ahead of the peloton, but the 2 of them are just 40 seconds behind already, as they've escaped by 20 seconds and cut the gap down to me significantly.
His teammate has everything to prove.
We're climbing, but the climb itself just shy of 9 kilometers, 4.5%. That's a difficult climb for us. 2 more riders also attacking. There's 5. My best chance at picking up maximum points is to never have them catch me. And given everything on this first climb, it's going to have a negative impact later on, but 56 seconds ahead for now. We are succeeding at doing that. Those guys are not far ahead of the peloton. They're not opening a gap to them, which means really they're not pushing hard to catch up. 2 of them are reeled back in, and now we're down to just Sepulveda and Martinez. They are about 35-40 seconds ahead, and about 43 seconds behind me, so they're halfway in between. Steepest portion of the climb is nearly behind us, and I really haven't spent that much energy. They are starting to come a little harder. Well, I'm going to push a little harder. 32 seconds ahead. 2:12 ahead of the peloton. Also getting solo breakaway credit here, so this is another good way to get some attribute increases. 31 seconds ahead of those guys. And when we turn this corner, it's going to flatten out a little bit anyway. 5K to go still to the top, though. But again, it's easier now.
The leader has got his team riding early to manage the time gap.
400 meters ahead of those guys. We'll take a measuring from that car, 3.8. We'll go to 3.4. Here's 3.4. That's a quarter and a half. That's a decent gap. They'll see me at times. They won't see me the rest of the time. And I'm out to 39 seconds now. Back off just a hair again.
Immediately drop into a descent after the summit. Some might take the opportunity to try their luck.
Oh, I'm going to try to recover on that descent.
For the group behind, it will be easier if there are several of you.
Later, yes. Right now, it's easier to take maximum points.
From the summit. Go on, another push.
By the way, the team objective is the KOM. They want that jersey back on my shoulders. 44 seconds ahead. 4 minutes to the peloton. Okay, it's getting flat. Down to a K. We are not going to sprint.
Reduce speed a bit,
5 points.
otherwise you'll hit the wall.
And that's a Cat 2. That is a Cat 2. That's the first time we've led a Cat 2. Martinez +3, Sepulveda +2. I think there's one more point left for somebody else. Now we can definitely start to back off. I won't be able to stay away from these guys now. I mean, we just expended all of our energy, so it's time to let them come get me. Recover. And then we'll do what we can on the next climb, which is only the top 2 are going to collect points. We're going to have a hard time being in the top 2, even though it's only going to be a group of 3.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Starting to recover. Milano gets the last points. The peloton just now goes through, nearly 4 minutes behind. But I now have 7 points in the KOM, which is back into the virtual lead. 3-point advantage.
Good climber.
5K to the summit of our Cat 3 second climb of the day. And the steepest section was in the first 5K, so it does ease off like the last one. Gets a little easier. I've already gone pretty deep into this climb. Let's go ahead and use a little bit of gel just to make sure we have enough energy. Go through half of it here. I'm not sure when the feed zone is. I wasn't paying attention to that. But I have to beat one of these guys.
For the mountain classification, you're the best placed in the breakaway.
3K from the top. 2:15 to the peloton. They've definitely pulled the gap back quite a bit, but that's plenty far enough for this climb to stay away. 2K to go. Do we want to try to attack early to get 2 points? I think that might be the best thing to do, especially when it's mostly flat. But what happens if I try to attack early? Do they respond? For now, I've succeeded in getting off the front. Need some more red bar. How far ahead? 3 seconds is all I have. 3 seconds is the advantage. 400 meters. I beat Sepulveda. It's 1 point.
Lift your foot if you don't want
Martinez gets me, but Sepulveda did not. So we got 1 point. Oh, I blew up after. I thought I had a little bit of blue left. Just trying to make contact before the descent here. Intermediate sprint. Not sure we're going to get anything on Oh, we are going to get Sepulveda. Second.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
Oh, come on. I had
Ahead
him.
of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
17 more points in the intermediate
Teenagers
sprint.
beginning to lose touch.
We've got a bit of red bar. Blue bar, that is. And another Cat 2 coming. And then another. Just a minute and a half to the peloton. I have a feeling this climb is going to be the last one that we are at the head. So we will put it all into this one and hope that we can get some more points. Probably not first, but if we can get second over here, we'll be in pretty good shape.
Short, steep, and classified.
I'm going to gel now. I'm putting everything into this climb because I don't think we're going to be in a position to contribute on the next climb, to still be there to compete for. This is our last shot. So there goes the last of our gels. Minute 50.
The overall standing.
Field is splitting. Field is splitting. 114 left in the peloton. 6% average gradient. We're in the steepest section right now. Get through this still intact. We've got a shot.
Not far off. Stay away
Hoping for more than 2 points here.
from the move in the peloton.
But we're at 8 overall. Whoever wins the top is going to get 5. That's a big points haul. That's going to be difficult to match, but it's going to keep us in it. 2K to go to the top. Nearly through the steepest section. No red bar left. I'm slipping back just a little bit, but hanging on. nearly out of energy. Plenty of gap over the peloton right now. Ooh, Martinez is falling back. Sepulveda continues. Oh, no. Here he comes.
Teammates riding full out. You're going to have to up the pace at the front.
And I'm almost out of energy. I'm going to blow up soon. I don't think I'm going to quite make it to the top. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Ah. Nope. I'm on the last ounce of energy here. We're going to climb as fast as we can to hold off the peloton 2 minutes behind, so we didn't even make it through this climb. I knew the next climb was too much. I was hoping we'd have enough for this climb. We come up just short. We get 2 points. Martinez gets 5.
Over the last climb.
He was also the one who got 5 last time, so he's got 10.
Is riding hard. Stay well
What
placed.
do I have? Is it 9 or 10? I think I have 10 points now. So we both have 10. But he technically got there first. And he's still got a chance to be away on the next climb. I don't think I have much of a chance on the next climb. Ucha Brooks. Next one over the top. They are not that far behind, just about a minute 30 behind me. I will get some recovery on the descent. We'll try to hold them off and see if we can get points on the next one, but I hope the peloton catches all 3 of us. This is my first real proper descent to kind of practice how much can you do. Lifting helps. That helps maintain some pace and get some recovery in. Getting out of that arrow tuck, but alright, that was that.
The head of the race is starting a new climb.
Hey. Ooh. Why is it going auto? I don't want auto.
The next king of the mountain summit will bring 5 points to the
Why
rider
is it?
who's
Oh my
first
gosh.
over the top.
I'm having issues with pushing buttons. I've been caught by the field. I have been caught by the field. Latched onto Lampart. We'll see how well we can hang on this climb. Still a minute 40 to those 2 guys though, so we've lost a lot of ground. They haven't. They've lost 20 seconds. 30. Lampart helping me out because he's not pushing hard, but he's going backwards. Now he's pushing hard. Now he's pushing really hard. There's Ciccone, who Ciccone just won, what was it, last stage of the Dauphiné, real life. Okay, last little ounces of energy. We climb at our pace. And we're going to get dropped. Gonna get dropped. And those front 2 have only lost 5 more seconds.
1.5 minutes lead for the head
Ow.
of the race over the favourites.
How are they pulling that off? Because they're stronger riders than I am. There's a reason why I suck. In the overall, Mezgec is the leader ahead of Schachmann and Champs-Elysées. In that KOM, Martinez gets almost max points on the day. He gets 15, and I remain on 10, which isn't bad, but 5 points behind it's going to be hard to overtake. 2 stages to go. It depends on whether Martinez is getting into subsequent breaks and whether we have a chance at getting that jersey. In the points, that's another one that we are after, but Mezgec, 119 points and 2 stages to go and leading the overall is probably going to get some more points. So sitting 4th in that classification with less than half of the points that he has is not a good sign for our chances in that category. As a team, though, 3rd. Moving up 11 spots. Nice job there by the team to have some guys placed decently. Combativity is very much mine, though. I'm dominating that classification. So there's 10 future points in the standings, but there's not much else. Not much else we can be doing here, except for continue to ride in the break. 2 stages left on this first season, and then signings coming. So we'll sandwich that into the next episode. That's going to do it for this one, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.